Hi everybody, welcome to my first ever video game related video on YouTube. I'm looking forward to sharing my thoughts and having conversations with you about this game and other games that I post up on YouTube. The Battlefield 4 beta came out last week and I've been playing a bit of it on both PC and current gen consoles. Battlefield has been around for a very long time, starting out on the PC, then migrating to consoles. Each iteration of the series has changed and adapted to suit the current trends of the market in first-person shooters, and Battlefield 4 is no exception. Some of the changes that I found within the beta of BF4 that are different to the most recent Battlefield game, Battlefield 3, are: you can no longer hide in the scenery. If you go prone near a wall, your soldier will automatically crawl forward away from the wall, which is a nice addition so you won't get cheaply killed by someone hiding in a rock, for example. Battle log is now integrated into the game itself, so you can press backspace or select or back to get into the battle log menu. While it's nowhere near as detailed as the website, this is a nice feature so you can at least see some of your stats in the game. This is especially nice for the console version of the game. When you're in a match and you're in a squad, you can build up a field bonus, which gives your squad an advantage on the battlefield. You can choose in the customization menu whether you want offensive or defensive bonuses. These bonuses range from flak vest for the squad to faster regeneration of health. This gives another benefit to being in a squad that is good at giving squad orders and a squad that plays the objectives together. Battle packs are a new feature of BF4 as well. These are basically packs that give you a random item or bonus, like camos for guns, new knives, etc. I'm assuming that these may become microtransactions later on in the game's life. Levolution is a silly name, but the effects are pretty neat. In the beta map, you can collapse the entire center checkpoint's building and bring it down. When it collapses, the point moves out onto the island that is created from the rubble. The thing I like most about this is that it's not a timed event. The players actually have to create the levolution themselves. I was in games where the building didn't collapse for ages, and sometimes the building came down just after a matter of minutes. Voice over Internet Protocol is finally included in the game, and it should work, right? I haven't had a chance to try it yet, but apparently this communication service will work among your squad mates. I hope it does work, especially for the console versions, because the communications in the game for BF3 didn't work at all. You can now lean left and right when you're up against the wall. This is a nice addition, as you now can actually use cover properly instead of having to run around and out into gunfire or run away to find another spot to shoot from every time you're in a firefight. You can change your knife now. In the beta you can see that you can unlock a survival knife to use in play from a battle pack. Speaking of knives, you can now reverse some knife attacks. I found that you're only really prompted to reverse front-on knife attacks. At least now you have some chance of avoiding getting a knife through your tags. Water in the game is now affected by watercraft and explosions, etc. These effects in the beta were limited, but it'll definitely be interesting to see how they play out when there is large-scale boat warfare going on when you're out in the middle of it. You can also dive under the water. Not too deep, but you can duck under the water. I use that feature to successfully avoid being killed by a sniper, so it is effective. Just be careful not to stay under too long or you'll lose health. In terms of the console versions, I noticed a few differences and changes. The call-out wheel is now fully available, so instead of just being able to spot enemies, you can call for a medic, ammo, etc. The PS3 and 360 versions of the game still are capped at 24 players in a server, so they get quite a fewer conquest points on the map to make up for the smaller teams. Some textures and objects in the environment are different or missing, but this could just be due to the lower specs of the current gen. Graphically, you can see that BF4 is truly squeezing the last drops of life out of the current gen as the texture pop in, some texture models are lacking high resolution versions, and model differences are certainly noticeable now compared to the PC version of the game. Speaking of the PC version, the textures in that version seem to be of higher quality than the ones they even had for BF3. Other than that, the versions are fairly similar in terms of gameplay and content. I'm looking forward to seeing how Commander mode is integrated into the game, and how that will affect the game for people within them. I noticed that the squad leaders can vote out the commander if they're not doing a good job, so if your commander isn't doing their job, you're not going to be stuck with them forever. I'm also interested to see where they take the battle packs. Will they become microtransactions or will they remain as just leveling up unlocks? Finally, I can't wait to see how the levolution works on other levels that will be available when the game launches. Hopefully they're just as dramatic or even more so than the beta levolution. Overall, this beta is great. I think that both the console and PC versions of the beta work well on their respective hardware, and it's nice to see some of the PC features creep onto the consoles finally. The beta is far less buggy than the BF3 beta was 2 years ago, with far fewer gameplay issues for players to worry about. This time it was obvious that EA was just testing the servers. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure what I'll be covering next. so stay tuned to my channel if you'd like to see more in the future. Comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and get involved in the conversation. If you'd like to tweet at me about the show, use the hashtag BF4BetaThoughts so I can see all the messages together. Gaming has always been a social experience, whether it's been chatting to your friends about the games you play, or playing with your friends either online or offline, so it'd be great to hear your thoughts about the beta. I'll see you next time. For now, it's bye from me. Good luck and have fun out on the battlefield. B-Man out.